Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is me. It's Brandy. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. We are going to be playing a game that is not so wonderful. It's actually a game I haven't thought about in a long time. I played it originally years ago, well, parts of it. And that is over here, the Stanley Parable. We're playing this game. Clearly, it says we're playing it. So we're going to do this game for this episode of Brandy is continuing to play through games in her Steam library. And I hope you guys enjoy it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley
such a weird start. What is going on? Okay.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions.
All right, where the fuck is
or
everybody?
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
No.
Shocked,
No,
frozen
really.
solid,
Something's
Stanley
wrong.
found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, is this my time to shine? Oh, it's my time to shine. All right, I'm up from my desk. I'm out of my office. Can I
All
open
of his
things?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's the meeting room. In the 420 blaze it. Okay, where's the meeting room? Yo, this is a little weird. Where the hell am I going? Meeting room?
When
Meeting
Stanley came to a
Ooh.
set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I entered door on the left. Oh, why is it dark in here?
Yet
We're
there
in the
was not a
meeting room.
single person here either. Feeling a wave of
Tips for not getting
disbelief,
fired.
Stanley decided
Talk
to go
less.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Don't get fired. How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it boil up inside you. Take it out passive aggressively. And then resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Damn. What do people want? Money, more money, things, but with money. Shit, where did he tell me to go? I was not listening. Broom closet. Okay, we're going this way. We go up?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his
okay.
boss's
Up.
office.
We're up. This is... Oh, why is it getting dark? Yo, what the heck? Oh my goodness, look at this office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. This? Is this what I'm clicking?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Uh,
2845.
Where am I supposed to put it? Oh, here. I'm an idiot. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the
I'm not gonna
keypad,
talk about what
Stanley
just happened
happened to
there.
input the correct code
What
by
is
sheer
this?
luck.
What is
Amazing.
this?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh my god, I got goosebumps. What is going on? Oh, was I supposed to do that? It didn't tell me to do it. Was I supposed to do that? I don't know. Oh boy. And we're loading. And we're loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Ooh, what's happening? What's happening?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Do I though? Do I though? That said escape. That sounds way better.
The lights rose on an enormous room
What
packed with
is
television
this?
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Oh boy. This something just... I got a good feeling about this.
Now
boy.
the monitors jumped to life.
Oh,
Their true nature
Jesus
revealed.
Christmas.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
This is
And
nuts.
Stanley,
Are they just like
monitored,
watching them all?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That's weird as heck.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh, that person's been fired. Alright, I guess we're going forward.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his
know.
entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, should I like... Ooh, did I want to press that? A couple of these have numbers. Is number 4 is up there. Number 5 is there. 1 and 2. So let me see if I press these in order. 1, 2. There's 3. That's 4. 3. Dude, I have no idea if this has any relevance, but we're going for it. 4. You can't tell me what to do. I don't think there was a 6, so I think it's just 5. That doesn't look like it did anything! Damn. I thought I was big braining right there. I was not. This looked like a cool ass movie theater though.
And when at last he found the
Did I want to do that?
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
Oh boy, what happened?
Yes.
What's going on?
He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere
like
moments away. And yet,
Not
even as the immense
accurate.
door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps
This is not
the
real.
only
This is like a big
thing worth
screen.
knowing.
I'm gonna try to
Stanley
walk
stepped
forward and it's not gonna
through
be
the
real,
open
am
door.
I? There's no door here.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Is it though?
And Stanley was happy.
Am I though? Wait. Wait a minute. What just happened?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I beat the game? What the heck just happened?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go
This
to the
was
right.
not the correct way to the meeting room,
Well-
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe I did.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Is
But
it?
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Do I though? Do I?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'm gonna just not follow any directions this time.
Look,
Every
Stanley,
direction
I
they
think
give me,
perhaps
I'm
we've
gonna just
gotten off on
not
the wrong
do.
foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Oh, is
Someone
that
you've
so?
forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? Who the hell is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is
She's
her?
been waiting.
Oh shit!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one.
Should I not click that so fast? Where?
Hey, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What is going on?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit
Wow,
their life
okay.
to you?
Fuck you,
I'm trying to make a
Mr.
point
Voice.
here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Do I want to know? Because,
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
whoa, what? Now I'm dead?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
All right, now you're making
Look
me
at him
do
there,
stuff.
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's
I have
pushing
no
a button.
me.
Now
No way of
he's
doing
eating
anything
lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his
Bro, I
mind,
didn't choose
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Wait, why does it excite me? Spend time with the boys?
So
yes!
he went further. He imagined that he came to two
Press
open
3
doors and that he
to
could
chill
go through either.
with the
At
boys.
last, twice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Let's get
As
some.
he wandered
Oh my
through
God!
the
What happened to my
world,
counter?
He began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And
Wait,
down
is
another
this
was a
the
game
same
with a
audio
baby.
that I heard?
And
Wait.
he called it the Stanley Parable. It was
Tell my
such a
kids a
wonderful
story.
fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
What? Tell my wife I love her.
But there is no
Woo!
answer.
Wait,
How
what?
could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested
Jeez,
he
look
gets.
at how old this
the
computer
more he
is. This
forgets
is the
which
90s,
life is
bro.
the real one.
Dude, you're gonna
And I'm
sleep.
trying to tell
I
him
can't even
this.
reach my
In
bed.
this
Why do
world,
I
he
have
can
a sofa
never be
here?
anything but an observer.
A
That as
chair
long as
in
he
the way
remains
of the
here,
hallway.
He's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do I do it? I don't want to be at work in the morning. But, like, I also don't want to listen to him. I did it. It didn't do anything. I did it. It didn't do anything. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I pressed it! Press C to question nothing. What is going on? Oh my god, what is going on? How do I get out of this place? I guess begin the game again. I think I'm stuck. I don't think there's anything more to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Hold on,
Stanley
I have an
decided
idea.
to go to the
Remember when
meeting
it said
room.
escape
Perhaps he had simply
before?
missed a memo.
I kind of want to go to where it said escape and see what happens. Let me do that really quick.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Wait,
Coming
what's
to a staircase,
down?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in
Alright,
such a
I'm
competitive economy,
downstairs now.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
Wait a minute.
And
Did I
then
just go in a
something occurred
circle?
to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. all of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all?
Wait,
None
where's
of
the
it made
car?
any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
They are.
No, Stanley said to himself.
No,
this is
they
all
are.
too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Well, I'm
And he thought to
definitely
himself,
crazy.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
It doesn't let me go
So,
backwards.
he imagined himself flying.
The
and
second
began
I go
to
through,
gently
it
float above
closes.
the ground. Then he
Whoa!
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
How many drugs am I on
And then
right now?
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he
What
could
is
just...
going on?
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
Did I?
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
What?
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Nope, I'm still here.
Stanley began screaming. Please!
Oh my God,
someone
why
wake
am I
me up. My name is
screaming?
Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Yo, this game took a hard left. What is going on?
This is the story of a woman named Mariela.
Who are you?
Mariela woke up
Mariela?
on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
What?
she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
Oh
sane.
gosh.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, And in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? Okay, so we're not going
How
that
wonderful.
way.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along.
This is a different
I got
audio.
what I wanted.
Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Am I going to the meeting room again? Is that what the audio is going to say? Didn't even say that.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay. I'm in the office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
heck was the
not an
keypad again?
indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud.
I already
to
forgot.
nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Was
What
it
could its
do
purpose
something?
be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley
so
happened
here
to
I'm gonna go
input
through
the
that
correct
escape door
code
instead.
By sheer luck. Amazing.
When
He
I go
stepped
through
into
here.
the newly opened passageway.
So it's gonna go down. I'm gonna go through the escape one and see what happens with that. I'm not sure.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
No, I
Mind
didn't.
Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Violent death? Wait, what?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a
I gotta
conscious,
go.
concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Why y'all why you saying this? Did I just die? Wait, hold up. What? Oh!
As
Wait.
the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Wait,
he
what?
reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to
No,
his
I
brief and
didn't.
shallow
No, I
life.
didn't.
Farewell, Stanley.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Wait, what? Huh? Huh? What? Wait a minute.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Wait, what? Yo, somebody playing solitaire right here? Huh? Huh? From Dink Dunk, subject gay. Are you gay? What? What is going on? What is this? Oh my goodness, this is like a big maze. May 2012. Is that when this game came out? Jeez. This year I graduated high school. Says exit.
Oh, look at
Is it
these
though?
two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
What?
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Was I supposed to do that? I don't know if I was. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Am I dead? Well, she told me to escape, so escape would just be ending the game anyways.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I think that's it, right? There is no other places to walk. Alright, I guess that was the game? Dude, I don't even know what I just played. What? So, I guess that's the game? I guess we beat it. But I also don't know if we beat it or not. I'm confused. It says that I beat the game though, but I also don't know if I actually beat it. So I guess we're there. Well, that is, I guess, my playthrough of the Stanley Parable. I have no idea what just happened, and if you also have no idea what happened, cool, we're on the same page. Let me know down below, guys. Have you played this game? I know it's kind of old now, but I just never got around to it. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Was it weird? Do you feel like you did drugs during the playthrough of this? Because I feel like I did. That is all I have for you guys today, though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this weird journey we just took. I'm going to be playing more games from my Steam library, chugging through them, all the short ones first, moving all the way up. So if you guys have any suggestions, please post them down below. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace out and fair winds, my dudes. Bye, guys!